is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much. And heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to Happy Valley, Pennsylvania, and home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. West Shore home field at Beaver Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a playoff team from last year, Penn State Nittany Lions. For today's Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get into the action. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Pass complete on a crosser. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game. First down here for this offense. Back to throw. It's Knight. Pressure is coming. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time. Threw it behind the receiver. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going. What we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown in midseason.
Yeah, midseason games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
Actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Back to throw again. Looking deep down the right side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Chris, they don't hit.
And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Grab down the middle. It's McClellan. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Using his legs. It's Hill. He's got the first and still going. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Looks to the left, pass caught. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here.
Man, I love that they continue to go back to this talented wide receiver. That's back-to-back plays with big gains, and it's not surprising. Like I said, the scouting report all week long reported on this guy's ability to make plays against this defense, and the quarterback and the receiver right now have a nice rhythm going.
So getting nothing on first down makes it 2nd and goal from the 8. He's got it right near the end zone.
Love to see the positive yards here. Down inside the 10-yard line, you're looking for anything to get closer to the goal line. Now it's going to set up 3rd and goal. Got to find a way to get this ball into the end zone.
Looking to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try.
Here comes the first play of the drive now from the 44. Looking downfield, it's Knight. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Can't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. Here comes 2nd and 10 from the 44 after that incompletion. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. This time a completion. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Grab near the sticks. It's Hill. They finally get him, but a big gain moves the ball to the 10.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's got it, looking for the end zone. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Scanning the field, it's Knight. And it's caught! Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. He's got it on a crossing route. Good enough for the 1st down to the 37.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Bringing pressure. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
The Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Clay. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. That's the fullback making the catch. It was not a big concern for this defense when they built the game plan, but maybe they have to shift the focus.
Yeah, they have to, because this guy's athletic enough to be able to make that catch. This guy pounds those shoulders in to make blocks, play after play. I think it's very nice to be able to see him finally show what he can do catching a ball like this.
It's a wide receiver screen. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Well, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Back to pass. It's Knight. Swarm with the pass rush. A sack. Timeout is called to touch strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
There you go, defense. Much better job of affecting the quarterback.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on play. Important second down play coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Makes a nice move there. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. The Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level 3.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Catch hauled in here over the middle. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the mark. Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking for a man. Lets it fly to the wideout. Ball's incomplete. A lot of heat on that throw. Third down play for this offense. To the air. It's Knight. It's a quick grab. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check it out. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And this pass is caught. Finds room at the 30. Touchdown, Oregon. He broke away, and they couldn't catch him. And they connect again. That's just been an unstoppable pitch-and-catch combination all game, Kurt.
This receiver's been making this defense look silly, Chris, the entire game. He has multiple touchdowns so far. Just shows you that whatever the game plan was to slow him down, flat out hasn't worked.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
An inside deal now from the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to 29.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Pounding away with the run game. Got the first down and still motoring. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Nothing fancy there, just comes out of the slot and runs a slant route.
Yeah, it's so difficult for the defense to be able to slow this play down because it happens so quickly. Even when you know and might anticipate that this throw might be coming, it's tough to disrupt the timing when it's executed well like this right here.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
You talk about a memorable game for a wide receiver. This guy continues to show why he's one of the best in the country. Already 3 touchdowns on the day, and now just tacking on more yardage and a first down.
Looking to pass. It's Knight. Quick throw over the middle. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
The sure hands. It's Hill. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Pass caught. Second down now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Deep shot toward the end zone. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Boy, he just missed enough.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. First down. They're going to throw the football. Looking deep on the scramble. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Could take it all the way. They finally tackled him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. In the final minute here, you'd expect them to take a knee and just secure the victory. But will they? They'll run it to the right side. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Ducks enter the final minute of play, just hoping to run the clock out. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. And now it's the defense that calls timeout. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Got his man quickly.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. A first down for the offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
2nd down, he'll throw it. Working that left side now. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver, so that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Touchdown, Ducks! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself in.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, he's looked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man down the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they just need a few inches for the first down, but they've got 3 receivers spread to the right. Out of the gun to give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Yeah, run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. After that big pickup on first down. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Knight. Makes the catch. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab, it's Green. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved him forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
To the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
They get to him as he throws. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Just keep slinging it. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Knight. Gets it out quickly. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Good timing on the quick out. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Wants to throw on first down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
What a big game change.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. The Ducks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third down. A strike downfield. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Ducks are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
And they find him early, and I love it because last week they found him often. He had over 100 yards, and they found him throughout the season. This offense is built on his playmaking ability. This dude is unbelievable. He's unguardable. And that
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Fires one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just make...
Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, took this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now third in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Hauls it in. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13.
This guy reminds...
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand.
Snags a quick pass on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Knight. Fakes to grab. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. Running into the open space. There he goes. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that now? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We're through 1 period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Handoff from the gun. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line and pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, you people, Reese, you know, they're looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
Got it! Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And we're going to call his name a lot today because because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week because he's a staple in this offense. Puts up big numbers, makes big plays, and that's why he's also in the Heisman Trophy conversation. A wide receiver in that debate is special. This dude is special.
So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. To the air, it's Knight. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
That's the touchdown.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. Gonna run it. It's Hill. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
To the air on 1st down. Using the quick game. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
They just keep firing. Snagged out of the air. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Gets it out fast. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Wide open downfield. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. So the pass interference in the end zone will have the ball placed at the 2. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we...
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Reads it, fires complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's got it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looking for a man. It's Knight. They're working that left side. Nice move. Creates some space. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads it left. On target over the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch and run for 6.
It's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now third down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him if they decide to throw the football. So,
oh, he's got some space. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Knight. Got him downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown Ducks! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Back to pass, it's Knight. Quickly out to the tight end. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it.
Turning it on! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being